So hey, it's a message from future me. If you buy this truck, please either A, have some gear grease on hand, or B, order some gear grease at the same time from somebody. I have Jim's Bearings grease in stock. Order some, please. This truck does not have grease in the axles. I can't not confirm if it has it in the transmission or the transfer case. I'll know that soon. If not, I'll put it under here as an edit. I'll let you know. But please order gear grease. It does not have any in it. It needs it. These are metal gears. It needs gear grease. Don't care what kind you use, but it needs some. So be sure and order some. Message from future me. Now let's get to the action. Hey everybody, it's Cody, Dixon RC here. So today we're going to unbox the new FMS Mashigan. Basically a Jeep, another Jeep. So this is FMS's first step into the 10th scale market. They have a lot of 18th scale stuff, some 24 scale stuff. They've got some weird sized things like the Jimny and the old Jimny, and then like the military Jeep truck as well as a big truck also. So this is their first legit scale crawler-ish type truck. I was lucky enough to get one early so I could show you guys on release day. It's pretty cool. I don't get to do this often, so I'm pretty excited about it. They call it a Mashigan. It's like a mash between Michigan, and they use mash a lot on a lot of their stuff. So kind of a cool, weird, different name. We're going to unbox it. I don't really know how I'm going to unbox it because it's such a large box that comes in. You know how they do their foam stuff. It's pretty cool. It's packed really nice. I've already got some stuff out, the seats and the spare tire and things like that, because I've been fiddling with this thing, trying to figure out how I'm going to show you guys this truck. It's really cool, really neat. Has a legit front motor, has a legit Hobbywing ESC in it, a nice 4-channel receiver. I say nice, but it's nice. 550 can motor in the front, a separated transfer case, metal gears, metal CVDs, spools, lockers. Spool and locker is the same thing, but it has like a 4-bolt spool. It is a 4-link with metal links with CMS. I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal. Charisma does it, and everybody seems to like the Charisma truck. You get a little bit of weird steer, like some scrub steers, things like that. But I don't really think in our crawler world trail trucks you're really going to notice it that much. It does have plastic drive shafts with metal ends. That's good. It's a step in the right direction. It looks like you can run 5mm drive shafts in it, metal. I'll be working on that soon. It is a hard body with the opening hood, opening doors. The back tailgate opens along with the back glass opens up to allow the tailgate to swing open. You do have to take the spare tire off in order to open the glass part of it, in order to open the tailgate. The top does come off. It does have a plastic roll cage inside of it. It has a full interior with 2 front seats, buckets, and a rear seat, bench seat as well. It does say in the instructions that the steering wheel has a servo attached to it. I have not seen that yet. I actually have not powered this thing up either, so it may not have that at all. I can't really tell. The steering wheel does not turn. It does turn, but it doesn't have a lot of I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's a servo attached to it, let's put it that way. But it's a mini servo, so it could, I don't know. We'll know more when we take it apart later. I have not taken the body off of it just yet. I'm going to do that on a separate video. This is just going to be to show you guys. So hang tight and we'll pull it out of the box. Also, first, let's look at the box. This is the box it comes in. It's almost as tall as me sitting at this table. A full foam box with 3 locks, a handle, the whole deal. You know how they do their stuff. It is ridiculous how they pack their stuff. It's so tight. Nothing moves. The foam inside of it's perfect for this body. Or for the truck itself. There it is. It isn't red. It is only one color for now. I don't know what they're going to do with that. First things I noticed, the tires are a nice, soft, grippy Hyrax style tire. They are pretty close to a Hyrax. There's no branding on them though. It doesn't say anything. Nothing's written on them. In the manual, it shows that they say they're 4.72 or 4.63 or something like that. They're pretty tall. They are a little bit bigger than my Boom Racing Hustlers. Does have 1.9 wheels. They are full beadlock, but they are plastic. Normal 7 mil wheel nut, along with looks like a 4 mil stud coming out of the CVD in the front. It does have a spare tire holder in the back. You do have, like I say, you can remove this. You do have to take the spare tire off of it in order to open the back hatch. Let's put this on so you can see what it looks like on the car. There it is sitting on there. I'm not going to bolt it down because I've got too much stuff to take off of it occasionally whenever we do that. So the interior is, like I say, a full interior with a shifter, with a transfer case, with cup holders, with a center console, steering wheel, vents, door panels, movable mirrors as well. You do get a bucket seat that has to be bolted in. We'll go over that in a little bit, but that's pretty much it on that. The hood does open to reveal a front motor, the ESC and the receiver, and it does have a hood prop as well, which is pretty cool. I can't see where this goes, but I'm going to try to do it. There it is. It does have little metal latches on the side that show like it latches to the hood itself. These do not work. They are just there. Looks like it's probably going to be the very first thing that gets broke if you ever roll this thing over. So, well, maybe the mirrors, they might be the first thing to go, but those are for sure going to go if you hit something hard enough. So this hood latch fits in one way. It's got a little clamp there, and the hood shuts into this there's a little slit here that it goes into and snaps down. That does really look like it needs a magnet or something to kind of hold it in place. Both doors do open almost all the way. The hinges are held in by Phillips head screws, so you can take these 4 screws out of each door and run doorless if you wanted to. When you take the top off of it, you can move this front windshield down like a real Jeep, and you could probably, I don't know where the hinges are, you probably can take that off, but I don't really know if you really want to do that. These snap in pretty well, pretty tight fit. The rear glass you pull up, that stays about that. That's about as low as or about as high as it'll stay up. Then you pull that and open that, and you get kind of a full spot. You can put things back here if you wanted to. They did a really good job on the paint. The only thing I've noticed, a little bit of bleed through on the side steps, and I don't know why they did that weird looking side step, but anyway, that's fine there. Has plastic front and rear bumpers. The rear one does have a receiver hitch spot and shackles. The front has spots for shackles, but no shackles. Don't really know if they meant to do that or not. I don't really know. You do get LEDs in the front headlights, the rear taillights, but you do not get LEDs with the front side markers and the front turn signals. But there are spots for LEDs. You do have, I think, just one LED. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna hold my breath on that rear having LEDs, but I think it does. But anyway. So that's it for this part of the top. We'll go over the bottom here. It does have like I said, a divorce transfer case. So the transfer case is in a skid in the center. It is a plastic skid. It is flat skid as well. You do get metal links. They look to be probably 3 mil links, which is fine. Nice, decent looking drive shafts. They look to have probably an 80 mil. Let me measure these shocks and we can look at them and see. That should be fully done. They're probably anywhere in between 65 and 70 millimeter shocks on it. It does have a very small shock, not a lot of travel in them. They look kind of like a SCX24 maybe. I don't know what they are. I haven't done a whole lot of 24 scale stuff, so I don't really know what they're probably the same shock that's on the FCX24 more than likely. Good news, one of mine's leaking already, so it's on par with every other truck out there. It does look like most of this interior can be taken apart once you take it off the truck. 8 bolts hold the body onto the chassis, all underneath, all can easily be accessible to pull this thing apart or pull it off. It does have front inner fenders. They're not a full length inner fender, but they are an inner fender nonetheless. Let's go over electronics that are in this thing. It does have a 550 can 35 turn brushed motor. It has a Hobbywing 1040 brushed ESC with the XT60 plug on it, set up for crawler mode already. You do have to change it to a LiPo if you decide to run a LiPo. It does have some kind of weird looking Futaba style receiver with only 3 channels plugged into it instead of 4. It is a 4-channel unit. Does have, like I said, LEDs going to the front that I can see here. That's pretty much it as far as all these things that are included in this truck. Now, let's get to the price. This truck is going to be $329.99. Yeah, just, you can rewind that if you want to, but $330. So think about that. $330 for a fully ready to run hard body truck with a functioning hood, doors, and tailgate, and a spare tire, and full interior. Mind blown kind of thing. This thing is wild. It is a big truck. Its wheelbase is 330 millimeters, which is almost 13 inches. It's pretty massive, really, for what it is. This type of Jeep truck was kind of a small truck back in the day, so the fact they went and called it a 10th scale, and it's not actually 10th scale, so to speak. If this was a true 10th scale, it'd be more like the Tamiya YJ, which was, you know, a short wheelbase truck, kind of small kind of deal. This thing is large. It's going to be a great, fantastic trail truck. Don't expect it to perform on the rocks great. I mean, it might do okay. It's got spools. It might do okay. You never know. I think with a smaller wheel and smaller tire on this thing, maybe like a wagon wheel and some sort of all-terrain looking tire kind of on the small side, would be really primo on this truck, I think. So we'll see. I don't know. See how it goes. But anyway, this truck is available now. You can purchase it either from me, I'll have some, or you can buy them direct from FMS. I would love it if you bought them direct from FMS instead of somebody else or myself. I'm going to try and have plenty of them here, but that may not be the case. I've got a couple people already local that want them, so we'll see how it goes. But stay tuned. I'm going to have a video that shows you how to take the top off, shows you how to take the body off the chassis. We'll go over full internals of this thing as well in a separate video, take the axles apart, transmission apart, transfer case apart, all the things like that. It's going to be pretty cool. I really do dig it as far as a trail truck goes. It hurts my heart though, because it's really cheap, and it's, you know, so it's going to be tough for a lot of people. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.